Hello, this is Liz, and this is my Let's Play of Mass Effect 3. Last time we were just chatting with Conrad Werner here, and he was cracking me up. What, what a great character. I had a couple bits of break because, tried to play Veilguard, and I really hated it, so I'm back to playing Mass Effect, and I'm much happier in this universe. Veilguard was such a disappointment.
Seems this place is hard-pressed for supplies. I think I saw some guys fighting over a thermal clip.
A what?
A thermal clip. They stop weapons from overheating. I'm sorry, just a joke.
Wait, where do these thermal clips come from? I thought weapons cooled down.
They used to. After the Geth attack a few years back, we switched to thermal clips.
Well, that sounds like a major step backward.
It lets guns fire with more power, and soldiers can pop in a new clip instead of waiting for the gun to cool.
Fine, sure. You can still wait for your gun to cool down on its own, though, right?
Well, no. The in-gun cooling tech was sacrificed to make room for the thermal clips.
Okay, that's just... You might as well be going back to limited ammunition.
It's not ammunition, Conrad.
I just don't think it's a very good idea.
I'll be sure to let every military organization in the galaxy know that.
How on the nose is all this? Okay, let's see our journal. I forget what we were doing. Okay, I think we're doing the sabotage, the Medgel sabotage. And I think we have to get a Spectre terminal. I think most of this is trying to find things. Yeah. It's all trying to find things. So we need to... Oh, we need to do two things here. Oh, goodness. I think I already got the thermal pipe. An Eden Prime resistance movement. I'm assuming that that's going to show up at some point. So yeah, we gotta do the Medgel sabotage. And also... Wait, what was the other one? What was the other one? Consult the Spectre terminal. Okay, so... Let's look at the map. I know, I'm sorry, we literally just did this. I guess we go... to the Spectre terminal? I don't know. Let's just walk around one more time. See if anything pops up.
Hey there.
Oh, it's you, hey.
Forces continue their assault on Asari space.
You thought I was close, didn't you? You thought I was close, didn't you?
Okay, there's that one.
Ah, shit.
That one.
I fixed the sabotage. The Medgel dispensers should be working now.
Thank you. I'll get patients moving through triage immediately. Great work, Shepard. And listen, I'm sorry for... Hey, that's him. That's my Cerberus contact. Hey, you! You're under arrest.
No!
Shepard, did I help?
Yeah, Conrad. You helped.
I don't even feel anything.
Actually, I sabotaged his gun. It might have looked like it fired, but that was just the thermal clip overheating. Hi, Commander. It's me, Jenna. You helped me a few years ago when I was working undercover at Cora's Den.
And now you're volunteering here.
Right. Shellick showed me a few little tricks when he had me working undercover. Guess that paid off, huh?
You saved my life.
I can't believe you were willing to lay down your life for Commander Shepard. You're so brave.
Oh, the commander and I go way back. Let me give you a hand, and I can tell you about it.
Doesn't Conrad have a wife? That is super funny. That was worth it. That was worth all that time in Mass Effect 1. Does that do anything? Oh, there's an invisible doctor now. No, it doesn't do anything. Looks like a bug. Not really impressed with my mods.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms.
Close the store. Let's go to the Spectre terminal. Yeah, so I doubt anybody's gonna listen to this.
Spectre status recognized. Please. 1 moment.
But I was really disappointed by Dragon Age Vanguard, Veilguard, or whatever the hell it's called.
Attempt to retake the Volus homeworld from Reaper forces.
Come on, man, where's your quest?
Look, I filled out all the forms you requested and jumped through every hoop. I don't even know where Leota is, and I'm gonna be deployed soon, too. Everyone's been called back to active duty since Earth was attacked.
I understand, but
I can't leave my daughter here alone. I need to send her back to Thessia, to her family.
these things are very complicated and usually take a very long time. It's even worse with everything going on right now. I'm very sorry. If you can't accept a fostering by proxy until her file is processed, there's nothing more I can do.
Yep, another sad story. So yeah, I was gonna talk about Veilguard. It wasn't for me. I waited 10 years for it. Okay, so with Spectre level access codes, it's possible to bypass standard security protocols and track top-level diplomatic dispatches. The location of consoles accessed using suspect ciphers will be uploaded to the Spectre's Omni tool and highlighted for easy detection. So we've got to run around and get these Batarian access codes. Batarian patient named Gorek is located in a makeshift clinic in the temporary refugee camp. He is suffering from undisclosed but severe injuries. Medical staff from Fuerte Memorial have provided painkillers, but there's no viable long-term treatment. Okay, we've met him and we killed him off. Surveillance authorization. CSEC has requested a number of surveillance warrants in an attempt to find evidence that would incriminate Cerberus informants on the Citadel. Officers have tapped public surveillance feeds but do not have legal access to private security feeds. Spectre authorization would enable CSEC to tap into business feeds without informing civilian agencies. No. First Irene financial report. This financial report is for top-level embassy access only. According to financial estimates from First Irene Investment Trusts, a division of Elkos Combine, the Citadel races cannot sustain the cost of the war effort for more than 1 year. Although military spending has stimulated certain market sectors, shortages and rationing in other areas have depressed the financial system. Civilian discretionary spending has fallen except in entertainment areas like escapist vids and drinking. First Irene is borrowing heavily to provide funds for key functions across the Citadel, but if the war does not end within the next year, galactic financial collapse is inevitable. CSEC has noticed that weapons dealers are breaking the regulations by selling weapons to civilians without the proper permits. The dealers have argued that they are giving civilians the ability to protect themselves, and many CSEC officials privately sympathize. Spectre authorization will give CSEC officers leeway to turn a blind eye to sales that they deem harmless. This could improve morale around the Citadel in the wake of the Cerberus attack. You know, they're all going to die anyway because the Reapers are going to come in, so let's give them the guns. Medical supplies. Medical supplies originally meant for occupied zones have been rerouted to the Citadel because the Reaper invasion has made delivery impossible. The supplies are currently in lockdown on the docks, but can be released to the Huerta Memorial Hospital under Spectre authority. So do we allow them a surveillance? The Reapers are just going to come in. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know that makes any difference whatsoever. Okay, so we can buy another really expensive gun if we wanted. Nah. Alright, so my map says first in Huerta Memorial is the console. So let's go to Huerta Memorial. A little bit of running around the Citadel, but that's okay because it's quite nice in here.
Turian troops have been bolstered by Krogan support on Palaven.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Okay, so where's this console?
A joint Turian Krogan force has landed on the moon in an attempt to retake the Volus homeworld from Reaper forces.
It is in lab services. It's over there. Excuse me, I'm just gonna lay hands on this. Sorry.
Knowles, this is Shepard. I found one of the code locations.
Okay, I'll shut it down. Just need to authorize your Spectre status. Someone used this to cut off power to a dozen life support machines in the hospital. Okay, that access code is officially disabled. Can you find any more?
Gotta go to the docking bay.
Against the Reapers. Major Kaden Alenko, the second human Spectre, assisted Commander.
Spectre status.
I missed that bit about Kaden, but I don't really care.
Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives. The Alliance...
Knowles, I found another spot where the Batarian codes were used.
Holy crap. These are the remote navigation codes. Last week's crash at the docks, we thought it was an accident. Shepard, there were 117 Alliance soldiers on that ship. All human. Just like the patients at the hospital.
So we've got Batarian codes, and someone with a grudge against humans.
Looks like... Okay. This code's offline now as well. Should just be one left, Commander.
Okay, where is it? It's over by James. Okay, we were just there. That gives us war assets, I guess.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
What am I thinking? Oh, it's the holding
One
area.
moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing.
Right, so this should be the last thing we have to do, and then we go back out on our ship again.
Hey!
Oh. Hey, it's you. Still waiting.
Are you kidding me?
It's over there.
Son of a bitch.
Knowles, this is where the last access code was used.
What's that, Commander? I'm losing your signal.
Shepard,
Balak.
you should have killed me on that asteroid over Terra Nova. I've been waiting for this. Everything that has happened to my people is your fault.
All I did was stop you at Terra Nova.
Yes. After you ruined my plans, my government accelerated research efforts on the Leviathan of Dis. Have you heard of it, Commander? The ancient organic dreadnought my people recovered from Jartar 20 years ago? Sound familiar?
A Reaper. Your people were studying a Reaper corpse.
Yes. Looking for a way to reclaim our place as the true power of the galaxy. Hundreds of our best scientists were enlisted.
And then they became indoctrinated.
When the Reapers reached Karshan, our own people betrayed us. Defense grids were deactivated. Ships fired on Allied targets. We were destroyed from within because of you.
Paragon option.
I didn't destroy your people, Balak. The Reapers did that.
We were a proud race. A beautiful race. Have you seen what the Reapers have done to us? I'm trapped on this citadel. Our warships only know the locations of Reaper forces because I've tapped Council transmissions. I am the highest-ranking military officer left in the hegemony, and I can't save my people. But I can end you.
Balak, you sent that asteroid toward Terra Nova to help your people. But what does killing me accomplish?
Vengeance. The Bahak system,
They would have died anyway when the Reapers showed up. You know that. I'm uniting the Krogan and the Turians. We're the best hope for this galaxy. If you care about your people...
Our ships are yours.
Shepard, are you all right?
Fine. You won't have any more trouble with those codes.
Is that... Do you want me to arrest him?
I want you to put a bullet in his head. But we're all making some sacrifices today. Let him go. Spectre Authority.
Understood, Commander. And thanks.
Give us a war asset. Nice. Yeah, nice. That was nice, Shepard. That poor girl just stuck there waiting for her parents to show up. The worst. This really gives you a good close-up view of what's happening in the world or the universe. Oh, sorry, the galaxy.
1 moment, please.
I see all these people, refugees crying, babies crying, people sharing horror stories.
Have you discovered a way to run FTL spaceships without an ESO core private to lobby?
I had a friend in security at Sonax, and there was definitely Prothean tech on Garva. I know the Valhallan threshold is Reaper territory now, but Prothean tech could help the crew.
Is there a problem? I thought we were fighting Reapers.
Yes.
Right, there's another fetch quest. Yeah, okay.
Caden. Hey, I wondered where you went. What's up?
I'm trying to wrap my head around what just happened.
You sound angry.
No, just not used to staring down the gun of someone I've worked with so closely. How it all went down, it's got me... I don't know.
Okay. Talk to me. Let's have it.
If I hadn't backed down first, I feel like you would have taken me out.
You're pretty, Ripple.
I trusted you, and I knew you'd come around. That's all that matters. Main thing is we stopped the coup, and Cerberus is off the Citadel.
Yeah, but sometimes the way a thing goes down does matter, Shepard.
I
Later
got the
when you have
best
to live
kitty.
with yourself.
The best little girl.
Knowing that you acted with integrity. And it matters.
You're talking about Adina. You think he would have come in quietly? Caden, he gave you no choice. You had to take the shot. You acted with integrity. I saw the whole thing.
All right. Thanks. Look, Shepard, there's another reason I'm here. Hackett offered me a position, but I'd turn it down in a second if there was a chance to join you in the Normandy again.
Couldn't imagine meeting the Reapers without you.
Thank you, Commander. And Shepard, I need you to know that I'll never doubt you again. I get you back.
Good to know. Welcome aboard, Major.
Aye, aye, sir.
So, I'm just picking up Caden because he has good dialogue.
Shepard, I got Anderson patched in. I was just getting him up to speed.
Udina? That SOB was always power-hungry. But this?
He wasn't in charge. Cerberus was just using him to take control of the Citadel.
What the hell for?
I don't know. Not yet.
Could have been a lot worse. Shepard stopped the assassination attempt on Councilor Valorn.
Kylane.
What?
Your assassin. I'll have Hackett send you my reports on him.
I take it you two have met.
Kaylee Sanders and I had our share of run-ins with him. I shot him in both legs once. Thought that might be the end of him. But he showed up again on Omega, even stronger.
Elusive Man patch him up?
That'd be my guess. Given what they were able to do with you and Grayson. It's a safe bet Lang's even more dangerous now.
I'll take whatever advantage I can get against these bastards.
Their attempts may have had at least one unintended side effect. I received word from the Asari Counselor. They're requesting an update on the Crucible.
Lang has them scared. Enough to send help?
Yes, the Asari are throwing in their support, and the Solarians are completely on board now.
How's your progress on the Crucible?
Good. Our estimates suggest we've completed nearly 50% of the known work.
So quickly?
Once decoded, the schematics are designed in such a way that allows our scientists to easily translate the information. It's not Prothean specific.
Are we any closer to understanding how to use it?
That's still open for debate. Utilized in the right fashion, our scientists are convinced it can generate enough energy to destroy the Reapers. The question is, how will it dispense the energy? And in what form?
You mean, how do you stop it from wiping us all out?
Exactly. We think the catalyst is the key to determining how to focus its energy, how to direct its energy at the Reapers alone.
I'm working on that.
You'll find the answers, Shepard. I'll send you an update on the schematics. And in the meantime, we'll keep building.
And we'll keep fighting. Make sure there's an Earth left to come.
You've always trusted me. I won't let you down.
We're still in this. The gods of war haven't given up on us yet.
Good luck, both of you. Anderson out.
Commander, the Turian fleet is stretched thin. We need more support ships. And the Quarians are willing to talk.
Understood, sir. I'll look into it.
Be careful. We've got reports of instability along the Geth border. Hack it out.
Shepard, do you have a moment? A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned. They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Let me look at me. Getting there. Oh, so close. Oh, and I got, wow. I should add a thing. I'll add a thing actually after I'm done with my war terminal. Okay, we've got way better resources. Okay, so alien resources. We have received the Batarian fleet. Let's see. Pillars of Strength and Balak. So that's probably just given us a bit more resources. We got the Citadel Defense Force. Okay, they're increasing the crime rate, but they're all gonna die anyway. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Housing was found for students from Grissom Academy. Okay. CSEC is concentrating on the war-related problems. By focusing resources, the overall security of the Citadel has improved. Okay. Bolus merchants are making donations to relief efforts. Okay, so there's some things. Hasn't given us a whole lot in the Citadel because the Citadel is just gonna die anyway. For the Asari, we have the Asari Science Team, the Asari 2nd Fleet. The Asari 6th Fleet. And the Destiny Ascension left over from the first game. Because we saved it. Never had the Destiny Ascension as one of our bonuses before, so that's cool. For the Crucible, we've got this Dark Energy Dissertation of 5 points. That's a genius. Oh gosh, that's beautiful. I mean, that's just beautiful. Okay, and then we got the Solarians. We have the Solarian 3rd Fleet now. Okay. And then we have, for the Turians, we've got some news of Turians as well. We got the 6th Fleet. And we've got the 7th Fleet. And we got the banner of the 1st Regiment, so that's cool. We're starting to get there. He said we're about 50% done in the Crucible, but we're past 50% on these war assets. It needs to go all the way to the top to get a really good ending. Although I don't know what ending I'm going to choose yet.
Goddamn Cerberus bastards. And Udina too.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the top to the bottom.
I've got a lead on something interesting. Have you got a minute?
Okay.
Commander, Dr. Chap.
Commander, I've found something you need to see.
What have you got?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists. They could help build the Crucible.
Maybe we could recruit them. Lots of Cerberus people think they're doing the right thing. I know I did.
And you were right, Commander. Whatever crimes Cerberus is committing now, I was on Horizon when the Collectors attacked.
Really?
You'll recall I mentioned growing up in the Terminus systems. I was visiting my family at home. While the Alliance was running studies, you were saving me and my family.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus. I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
You found them?
I believe so, yes.
Nice work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
It's on the map now, Commander. Thanks.
She's good. Everybody loves her accent. The thing is that she voiced Inquisition, the lady for the Inquisition, and I know she did, because everybody says that, but I just don't recognize her. Missing some ships. It's not cool. Not cool, guys. Okay. Email. Game night from Samantha Trainer. Thanks for taking the time to speak with this civilian. I'd love to see how Commander Shepard kills time between missions. Why don't you give me a call if you'd like to grab drinks in your cabin? I promise a night of fun and games. Defecting Cerberus engineers. From sender blocked. Dear Shepard, changing my identity was good advice. Okay, so it was from, gosh, what's her name? Once again, you've saved my life. After we last spoke, I overheard some refugees mention Cerberus. Then they said my name. I freaked out until I recognized their voices. Close friends of mine who've defected in disguise and on the run, just like me. They're talented engineers, Shepard, who could help with the war effort. I've attached contact information to forward to whomever could use their help. You can trust them. Missing you, Kelly Chambers. Oh, great. I got some more war assets. That's cool. Diana Allers has said that she's going to give me an interview. The networks are going wall to wall with coverage of the attack on the Citadel. Everyone's asking questions about Udina's death. Can I get an hour or so with you to talk about what happened? I'm thinking your cabin rather than the conference room so we don't get interrupted. I heard you knew the counselor personally. If you need some time alone or don't want to talk about it, just say the word. Meet me at the bar, Jack. The students are kicking ass and taking names. They're keeping them on short rotations so they don't burn out, so we end up with lots of shore leave. Next time you hit the Citadel, come by Purgatory. I'll be there if I'm not blowing shit up in the field. There's a news alert. Elysium. An evacuation shuttle, nearly destroyed as it attempted to escape the Reaper-occupied colony of Elysium, was reportedly saved after a lone biotic worker intervened. The shuttle was carrying children who drew higher numbers on the colony's evacuation lottery, meaning they were not eligible to board the first wave of shuttles leaving the planet. Their shuttle was saved when the biotic, identified by authorities as Aresh Agdashlu. Do we know an Aresh? I think we must. Pragia. Engaged Reaper forces that were preventing it from taking off. Agdashlu had a history of drug abuse and criminal activity and claimed to have survived a Cerberus camp on Pragia as a child, so we met him in Jack's personal mission. Witnesses said he killed several dozen Reaper creatures before he was overwhelmed, providing the shuttle just enough time to fly clear. So that is the consequence of letting him live at the end of Jack's mission. I don't always. Adrian Victus, Commander Shepard. Cerberus just ambushed a Turian cruiser full of high-ranking hierarchy officials. The cruiser managed to escape, but its location was top secret. Cerberus couldn't have located that ship without inside information, and the only other person who knew the cruiser's position was Volus Ambassador Din Korlak. I've heard ugly rumors of a bounty out for his head. My advisors insist I can't bring these accusations against Korlak myself. I admit they're right. The Turian and Volus economies are tightly intertwined, and now isn't the time for the political crisis that would result. But the security of our fleets is at stake. I ask that you investigate Korlak in your capacity as a Spectre and find out if he is indeed a Cerberus mole. I forwarded information on his last known location to the Spectre office on the Citadel. There's a few things we need to do at the Citadel. Got a minute from James? Just wondering if you got some time in the near future. Nothing critical, just wanted to chat. Okay. Kailing's dossier from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, as promised, here's what we have on Kailing. These are the Alliance records, his dossier. His name is Kailing. Date of Systems Alliance military enlistment, November 14th, 2172. Age 16. His credentials were faked, therefore he must have been 16, and he said he was 18 or something. He had several tours of duty, patrol, reconnaissance. He was reprimanded for taking medals from dead enemy officers, sentence reduced in light of a previous exemplary service record. Raid of Entian. He was recommended for the Alliance Medal of Valor. He went to Kite's Nest as technical reconnaissance, and he was accepted into the Interplanetary Combatives Academy. He must have been done really well. He received the N7 designation from the Interplanetary Combatives Academy. That was only a year later. But he was then dishonorably discharged and imprisoned after charge of first-degree murder. So he sounds like a psychopath. His activities of Cerberus. Intel on Kai Lang's activities after joining Cerberus is spotty. What is known is that the elusive man arranged for Lang's escape from prison, employing him as an operative for the next 10 years. Lang is now believed to be the elusive man's most trusted agent, working as an infiltrator and assassin. His cybernetic modifications appear to include Cerberus's Phantom class implants, so he's a Phantom. Oh, the only Phantom that actually talks to us. Hold on, I need to get a tablet in my mouth. I have a problem where my voice starts to fail if I talk too long. So I need tea, and I need tablets to make sure I'm okay. And now we have shore leave, priority shore leave. This is some of the DLC, and it's the best DLC ever. From Admiral Hackett, Commander Shepard. I'm ordering the Normandy into dry dock on the Citadel for much needed repairs. She's seen a lot of action lately and needs a little TLC. A small army of techs will take care of the details once you arrive, so let's get your crew out of there. You're all on shore leave. That's an order. We need everybody at their best. One more thing. Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Head over there when you arrive. I hear it's a nice place. So we're going to do that soon. There's certain things that happen when you're there that actually don't make sense if you do it later. But the party that you throw in shore leave should be the very last thing you do, even after the main mission, after you save the world. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save the universe, and then we're gonna do the party. But we're gonna do the shore leave stuff while we play the rest of the game, because it kind of makes sense to have that apartment that Admiral Anderson has given us. So before I forget, why don't I talk to everybody in the ship, and then we'll invite people up. So let's go to Combat Information Center.
Commander? Commander?
I think she said Admiral Hackett wants to speak to you. So I should probably check that too.
The Turians will hold. Pound for pound, they're the best fighting force in the galaxy.
Pound for pound is irrelevant, given the significantly higher mass of Reaper forces overall.
That's why we're bringing in the Krogan. So Cerberus wanted to go into politics, huh? Nice job shutting those assholes down.
Didn't you used to work for those assholes? Something about leather seats?
I worked for Cerberus when they were vigilantes helping the helpless. Now they're a little too mainstream. And evil. The important thing is that you kicked their asses. And Caden's back. He even remembered the first rule of serving on the Normandy. Don't shoot the commander.
Go easy on Caden. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, like drawing a gun on a superior officer, nearly getting the council killed. That's not gonna look good on the yearly performance review.
He's right.
Commander?
Hello, Shepard.
What's on your mind, Edie?
The destruction of the Reaper on Tuchanka. It is rare for a technologically superior force to be destroyed by an inferior one.
Yeah, so now all we need is a gun that fires Thresher Maws.
That was a joke.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I was contemplating. The Reapers are more fallible than they proclaim. Despite its best efforts, the one on Tuchanka was destroyed by a worm. This has caused me to reassess the probable period of time before I am non-functional.
You're worried about dying?
In a sense. My processing power is consumed with calculations to help us combat the Reapers. But I can run those scenarios with the rest of the crew. May I ask you another question that troubled Jeff?
Here we go again.
What is the purpose of synthetic life?
It's not that different from organic life. A free-willed synthetic chooses what it wants.
But the purpose of organic life is to preserve itself long enough to replicate copies of its genes in succeeding generations. My purpose is not so clear. The other successful synthetic life forms that I have examined for comparison are the Geth and the Reapers.
Let's not go that far.
Reproduction isn't all there is. We find meaning in the work we do, good deeds we accomplish, love.
I see. I will search my files on the biographies of humans to see if prominent figures follow the pattern you suggest. It appears many humans did in fact do so.
That was quick. Gotta love quantum computing.
Shepard, I will alter my processing power to give priority to your stated goals. Duty, altruism, love.
Wait, you're just gonna turn yourself good? Can you do that?
It should take some time. If I have further questions, I will speak with you again. Thank you.
Synthetics are weird.
Are you and Caden okay? The last time he saw that body, it wasn't exactly pleasant.
I have informed him of the situation. He is taking it well.
Good.
That's good. I mean, he almost did kill him, sorta. Let's see if Hackett has anything to say. I don't think so, but let's just check.
Commander Shepard.
Oh, maybe he does. Oh.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
That's kind of sweet.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit and runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
People in England think that that's hilarious. London? What? London? I guess it has to happen somewhere. And Americans love putting a Big Ben all over everything. Oh, okay. It does sound bad, doesn't it?
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
I'm definitely not underestimating him. I'm estimating him exactly how he should be estimated, which is, barely anything.
Commander Shepard. Commander.
Okay. Let's go to the crew deck. Oh.
Shepard. Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind, the Citadel almost falls, and you almost had to put down a friend.
Got a little tense there.
I heard what happened. If it had come down to it, could you have pulled the trigger?
I don't see how. We start killing our friends, and war turns into murder.
But it doesn't always give us the easy way out, does it? At least Caden didn't have to join Ash.
Let's hope she's looking out for us. This was her fight, too.
That's good old Garrus. Nobody's here yet. Nobody's there. Nobody's in the crew quarters.
All seems so calm from here. There are people going through hell in a million different ways. Out there. And I want to be fighting alongside them, but... I want to be here. You know?
Sure. Thinking of anyone specific?
I heard from my mom, Shepard. My dad is, he's MIA. He's presumed.
Tell me what happened.
Dad's family owns an orchard in the BC interior. They were headed out there on a shuttle the day of the attack. He left Mom at the orchard and reported for active duty. That's all we know, but it's enough. She's alone in this now. In all this.
I feel for you, Caden. And I'm glad you told me. There's strength in camaraderie. In empathy.
Thanks. You're right. I don't know how you do it, Shepard. Keeping it all together like you do. Earth is always in the back of my mind. Haunting me.
I get that. I do.
And my students. Well, wherever they are.
I wonder what would have happened there.
On Earth or somewhere. You know, when this war is over, there's gonna be one hell of a reunion party.
Hell yeah.
Dancing in the streets, hugging and crying. My mom's always wanted to travel off-planet. I think I'll take her. Thanks for coming by.
Good to have you back, Caden.
You see how the stars are twinkling? They wouldn't actually twinkle. The reason why the stars twinkle, like maybe you guys know this, but just in case you don't, the reason why the stars twinkle is because of the atmosphere that's between us and the stars. Kind of like how the air ripples over a hot asphalt, and you can see the air moving. Well, the air moves between us and the stars as well, so it makes it twinkle. And on their ship, that wouldn't happen. So astronauts have said that when they're on the dark side of the moon, when they're separated from the bright light of the sun, they just see a sheet of white. That's how many stars are out there. Just so many, you can't hardly make them out separately from each other. And that is what you would see in this spaceship. And that's why I want my own spaceship.
Hey, I bumped into Edie in the hall. Scared the shit out of me. You could have warned me. She looks good, though.
Yep. Gotta love those sexist game developers.
Getting settled?
Not much to unpack. Left Earth in a hurry. Just a clothes on my back and a few things I've picked up on the Citadel. Kinda like it. Living lean.
How pretty is that? Yeah, one of these days, we're all gonna have our own spaceships and it's gonna be amazing.
Good to have Caden back. We can always use a friendly gun.
Yeah, that's true, Garrus.
May I speak with you, Commander? Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees?
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel. It would help all involved if you could barter a trade of medical supplies with the Citadel refugees. Speak to Tactus.
Okay, so what I was gonna do is do bonus power. Because this is effective against barriers and armor. This reinforces your armor. This slows down power use. This slows down power use. More weapons damage. Slam. Let's do... let's do barrier for now. And let's look at our... Okay, so let's do this. Decrease damage taken. Definitely decrease damage taken. Oh, I need one more point. Okay. We'll leave it at that. I don't think there's anybody in... Okay, there's nobody in the gunnery, so let's go talk to Liara. Most of this...
Per your orders, I have the latest reports on the Council, Doctor. Their security is in disarray, but it would still be weeks before we could attempt to position any agents in their personal staff.
And it's far too risky after Udina's coup. Postpone those deployments.
At once.
So, your intelligence... Volus Intelligence Archives. The Solarian Special Task Force appears to have approached the Vol Protectorate about co-developing combat implants that require rare elements found in Volus space. The schematics for these implants include plans to retrofit them to non-Solarian species, should it be a sufficiently profitable venture. One of these upgrades could be commissioned, although its construction would be time-consuming and must be custom-made. So I get a power damage bonus or health. Let's do power damage bonus. Always with the donut bonus power. Audio recording from Councillor Gujer's Senate office. Secretary Phillips. So this is the Councillor Gujer's Senate office. Secretary Phillips says, the emergency fund's gone, sir. We don't have the credits to hire enough ships to evacuate the colony before the Reapers get here. Not with the prices their captains are asking for. The councillor says, what about the military? SP, they left an hour ago. They said it's too much of a risk to come back. Did they? Yes, sir. Here. This is a passkey, sir, and an inventory. Phillips, I am authorizing you on behalf of the city's Senate to seize any and all EZO stockpiles in our treasury in order to secure safe passage for our citizens on any available ships. SP says, these look like private stockpiles, Senate members' stockpiles. I'm forgoing re-election. Now get us those ships. Yes, sir. Sounds like a civic-minded individual.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
At your service.
Oh, wrong way. Port cargo.
Traitors are the worst form of enemy. In our cycle, we would remove their limbs one by one and offer them a choice. Eat their own flesh or starve. Your politician deserved far worse than a bullet. And if the other human had not seen reason, his death would be certain too. There is only one enemy in this war. Reapers. No others will be tolerated. I would like to visit the Citadel again, when it is not infested with traitors. The Kai Leng human bears watching, Commander. I sense that the blood in his veins is very cold. Yes?
Fed up of talking to me. It's fine.
Kenneth, do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither.
Yeah, you clearly do.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
Nothing to report.
Need anything, Commander?
How's Engineer Donnelly working out?
The kid's got talent. Now if he could just learn to shut his damn mouth.
Problems?
I'm sorry, Commander. Donnelly is dedicated, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. I'm glad to have him on my team. Could use a lesson or two about respecting chain of command, but I've handled the likes of him before. No need for concern.
How's Engineer Daniels working out?
Her, I like. She's sharp and knows propulsion theory better than most physicists I've met. And she's easy to work with, too. Always said you had an eye for talent. Good job bringing her back to the Alliance.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
I thought I got those thermocouplings. Maybe I didn't. I'll buy them next time I'm in the thing. Are they still in my journal? It is. It says find one in the Citadel. Okay, next time we're in the Citadel, I'll try to find it. I don't think there's anybody over here.
Breaking now, the Citadel in flames. A brazen attack by Cerberus repelled by CSEC. Alliance Marines explain the Council fleet's delayed response. We speak with the brave men and women who fought the good fight in the battle space. Commander, I've got some questions about the coup, but I'm online with my producer right now. Can we set up an interview in your cabin?
She hasn't hit on me yet. I actually feel kind of sad about that. She always hits on me.
You know, next time we're at the Citadel, I think I might hit a nightclub. You should join me.
Eventually.
Hey, Commander. I knew Udina was a dirty bastard, but I never would have guessed he was that rotten. This whole war is loco. I mean, can't they all see how we need to work together?
When people are scared, they're slow to trust.
Sure, but... what's the point? Look, just so you know, I've got a new shoot first, ask questions later policy when it comes to politicians.
Fair enough.
That's right, James. You give him hell. You just go after... Oh, actually, one thing I wanted to do. Which one was the one that I wanted to upgrade? Was the Mantis? No. The girl's strike thrower is alright. I don't know. I'll find it later, figure it out later. So back to my cabin.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play?
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
I'm just a simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge.
Oh, come on!
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line, like the Krogan, can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep him in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, Trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes.
Yeah. Shepard is not gonna win any of these things.
Trainer, can you send Diana up? She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for a chat, Commander?
I'm ready.
Commander, it's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately. Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
Cerberus has limited resources. This coup attempt was likely the best they could do, and it cost them a lot of money and troops. A little fear is understandable, but it can't paralyze you. They've failed as many times as they've succeeded.
But humanity has lost its counselor. The Alliance Parliament is destroyed, and the Prime Minister's dead. The line of succession is getting pretty short. How long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
Leaders will rise. You can't lose hope. Our enemies won't rest until they've taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten. Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thessia. Commander, during your tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties. Thanks for your time, Commander. This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong. Be careful, Commander. You keep feeding me like this, and I'll follow you home.
No, thanks.
I think we're just fine in front of the camera.
Oh, did you think? Of course you did. Me and my big mouth. I'd better get out of here before I send another wrong signal. See ya, Commander.
Definitely not.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
On my way.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander?
Sorry, Loco. I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Shoot.
What'd you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
The N7 program is a big deal, but it's also a big commitment.
I hear that.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not because I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone. And they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
Not everything is textbook. Nothing is textbook, actually. Nah.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but...
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The right choice is usually not the easy one.
Yeah. Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yeah. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There's not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed. either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Of course.
Assuming we survive this, that's a no-brainer. You're a damn good soldier, Vega. Don't waste that opportunity.
I'll think about it. Seriously. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here. It's a little too soft for me.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
I'll take your word for it. Thanks again, Loco.
Anytime.
I don't know that you can have a relationship with James even as a woman. I've never tried. Is there anything else I need to do? Nope. Nobody who wants to talk to me. Fine. Okay. So I keep hitting J for my journal. I'm just so used to it. So this is more stuff to get on the Citadel. So Citadel. Rescuing scientists. Distress signal on a sorry personal Perseus fail. Valhalla thresholds. Rescue them from Garvog. Okay, so there are a couple side missions. As usual, let's do the side missions and stuff first. We've got a few new places to go. Let's investigate the Asari colony. That's one of the side missions that we've got. You should see my cat. She's just the cutest little thing. And as usual, I'm going to go to the other planets first. Let's go to Kalini.
I found something.
Get some fuel. That's everything that's in this system. It seems like such a waste. We'll go over to the Asari colony. There's nothing in this system. We'll go to the other colonies.
Signal confirmed.
What's this over here? It hasn't got a ring. Carcosa was thought to be a naturally occurring hothouse planet until the Asari expedition discovered palatial ruins on its barren surface. It was likely the seat of an ancient city. The crumbling edifice dates back more than 2.7 million years. The only intact chamber appears to be a throne room overlooking a large depression believed to have been an enormous lake. There's evidence that the people of Carcosa polluted the planet until it became uninhabitable, triggering a runaway greenhouse effect and spoiling the planet's fresh water supply. Research into the planet's long history will have to wait. Asari scientists evacuated when word of the Reaper attack hit the system. Got the Library of Asha, which is one of our journal entries, I believe. That's all the assets in that system. So we're going to go back to Pelion.
I found something.
a few things here. Let's go to the planet first. Chatigos, which is a largely frozen ice, except for liquid seas at the equator. It's got the coldest winters of any Asari colony, taking it down near the second tier of habitability. Chatigos' colonists are a hardy bunch, using the freezing winter months to test whether newcomers have what it takes to carve out a life on the planet. They're fighting the Reapers in a guerrilla war, their best resource being submarine vehicles that can slip under the sea ice to mask the heat. Unfortunately, they've not proven good tools for taking back population centers from the Reapers, and for now the colonists will have to be satisfied with commando actions to harass their synthetic oppressors. And there are... It doesn't tell you how many people are there. Heh, well. Apparently there's quite a few of them. Enough to put up a resistance. Oh, we've got an attacked Reaper weapon. That's exciting. We've got some petrol. We have even more fuel. And even more fuel. Well, that's nice of it, because I was a bit low. So let's go investigate the Asari colony. I think I know what this is. Let's go ahead and do it. Lessus is an unpopular garden world with characteristics just outside the comfort zone of its Asari population. Its gravity is a little too high. Its disease is a little too virulent, and the soil inhospitable for growing food. Further information is difficult to come by. The Asari government is uncharacteristically silent about Lessus. Normally, a garden world settled so long ago would be highly populated, but little light pollution can be seen on Lessus' night side. Population is unknown. The capital's Maria. I don't feel extremely ready for this. It's Asari, so let's bring Liara. And... oh, we can take Caden along if we want. Let's take James. What's new in the pistol world? The Talon 1. It looks pretty good. The weight's a bit higher and the accuracy is lower. So I'm gonna keep my Scorpion, but I might change over later. Liara has a submachine gun. Let's switch her over to the Tempest. Let's give her more damage. And weight doesn't matter for my companions, so let's give her accuracy. Not that that matters, I don't think. And then for the Predator, well, the Scorpion's so much better. Let's give her the Talon. Increase the damage. No. Let's give her better accuracy as well. I have 3 points, so I need one more to another layer of barrier. I am so close to being able to do as much renegade stuff as I want. Alright, so now let's give her some more levels of stasis. Use 2 powers in a row by giving the first power a 30% chance to have no cooldown. That sounds pretty decent to me. And let's give James some more fortification. Okay, we're going to confirm that.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
So what's the plan, Doc?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here. The shuttle's warm. We may have a visitor.
We do have a visitor, Liara. You're very perceptive. No pickups here. One here, though. There we go. Always pays to look around.
No elevator.
Like nails on a chalkboard. And it's calling its buddies.
Hear that? Stay sharp. I heard something.
That was my fault, sorry.
Got an electronic signature for some poor bugger who left their computer on. Be careful with computer security at work, guys.
Delay. You won't believe what Yan has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is floor warden tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East video banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there. Oh, and delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
A reminder, students are not allowed to visit each other's quarters or to meet in rooms unsupervised by staff. They were just talking about meeting to watch a film without being supervised. Students are also forbidden from extranet communication without approval by senior staff members. There are no exceptions to these rules. First offenders will have their free time revoked for a month. Oh, that's a lot of time. Further violations will be met with confinement. Our monastery is our shelter. For it to remain that way, we must make sacrifices. If we do this, I have faith we can continue to enjoy the order and peace this place has given us. Matriarch Gale. I think we just picked up her electronic signature. I think that was the person. Oh dear. Now we can sign things in her name. To our staff and students, attached is our new daily schedule. Please note that wake-up time has been moved forward 15 minutes. Floor wardens can download short lists later this week. Please see Matriarch Gale or myself if you have any questions or concerns. Sincerely, Superintendent Jeffra. She has broken their time down in half-hour segments, mostly. They've got a free period of 2 hours per day. Sounds like my mother. Ooh, got some more spare ammunition for our sniper rifle, which is very, very welcome.
Reapers. Explains why the commandos never called in.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with the nav point location of a bomb. It's in some place called the Great Hall.
Guess the Asari decided this place had to go.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Eventually my Paragon points will be at the top. Can I get over here? I can. It cracks me up. Him just holding his hand out like that is just silly. Better than a minigame, though.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara!
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep. I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special? You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
Oh, Samara.
My name is Tasha Pore. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry, I was an idiot.
Why'd the Reapers come all this way to wreck a monastery?
They'll invade everywhere eventually.
Yeah, but what makes Asari nuns a priority target?
Look at those blood splatters right by this bit of tech. I wonder what that means. So we're gonna have a fight on our hands here. Oh, okay, yes, I do have my sniper rifle on me, which is good.
What the hell's that?
That is what you call crap. Nobody likes these things. You know what? I think I'll switch my weapon.
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
What they usually do, Liara? Thought you would know this by now. They take species and they put wires in them and turn them into something else. Okay, so... yeah, I want to draw attention to that actually. So... what the Reapers do is change you into being half organic and half synthetic. And, oh dear. Half synthetic, it's a mix. I just want to make that noted. We're gonna note that they make you into a mix.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi.
Mother,
they
have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
We need to find Rila fast. The bomb we're looking for is in the Great Hall.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falere.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falere?
I'm sorry. Falere!
The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
She's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, okay, so we're about at time. Yeah, I think all I was gonna say was that you've got certain options of where you want this story to progress at the end. And we see that synthesis between organics and synthetics turns you into a monster. And we also see that Cerberus wants to do that as well when they make their soldiers. So when you look at synthetics, as Edie was able to do, you can change synthetics. They can be something entirely different within just a few seconds, just by clicking a few buttons. Organics aren't that easy. Also with the Geth, they can be turned really easily. The whole civilization can be turned easily if you've got the right series of buttons. Not one individual is spared. Organics will keep their original opinions, and you'll have a far greater divergence between people of opinions. So yeah, I just want to point that out because it's one of those options you have at the end of the game, and I've never thought it was good because of that reason. Right, well, time for me to get on with my day, so I hope you guys are having a good time, and thanks for joining me on this one. We'll see you in the next one.